Yeah, I'm incredibly proud of this group. We've been through quite what would be described as some adversity throughout the course of this season. Winning playoff games is incredibly hard, regardless of our seeding or where we play. It takes a particular mentality and a consistency to put yourself in position to win this game. Army, Kevin Kuick, they're explosive and they're so dangerous. And we respected what they do. And ultimately, this guy's leadership, who we believe is an all-league player, this guy's leadership has carried us to this point, and the group played as hard as they could for him and Quinn Berger and the other seniors. But we laid it on the line, and I'm just really proud of our poise, even in sequences and segments of the game that got a little sloppy and choppy. We did a good job. We have set to clean up a couple things. Certainly giving up 16 offensive rebounds, knowing that Army wasn't going to fold or go away. They play as hard as anybody in the country. And we have to make our free throws. But beside that, I'm really proud of this group. And this is the time of year where if you lose, you go home. Yeah, I mean, this group has prepared for the physicality of a 40-minute basketball game since June. We have a great strength coach. He does an unbelievable job of keeping these guys ready to roll. But on top of that, like I just mentioned, this group was playing with a bigger purpose, and that's this guy right here. I think collectively, like I mentioned, I think everyone would agree that we feel like he was an all-league player, so we want to give him the opportunity to play as long as possible. And, Pat Curtin and Ahmed Dory's two freshmen that have led us in scoring and rebounding, and I was most proud of their poise. Their poise. But we were flying around, and there was a bigger purpose to it. Of course, a home game in March is always special. There was great energy in Soika today, and this was very fun. But ultimately, this group was focused. Even in the first half, every possession mattered, and we played like every possession was the last one, and we've been working hard to get to that mentality. Certainly, resilience is a great word to use for our group, but it didn't come easy. This has been a year of struggle, and it's the energy in the group has been spectacular, where we haven't let the emotions of the scoreboard dictate how hard we play, and more importantly, how we prepare every day. And so, look, this is a great result, but we've played pretty good basketball the last 10 days. Probably our best in terms of ball movement, cutting off the ball, and overall collective trust in one another. And I think we believe. And we certainly have support from Pat Behan. One of the things that Coach Behan gave us before the game, regardless of makes or misses, your enthusiasm on defense around getting stops cannot waver. And that was our attitude. 26-25 at halftime. The ball wasn't going in the first 10 minutes. And our enthusiasm each and every possession was, I'm pretty sure, one that Coach Behan is very proud of watching it at home. I mean, I don't have to do much. I don't have to do much. We have our own history with Navy. So I think Ashil and Quinn certainly have a little, added motivation to get this opportunity. But more importantly, it's about our group. It's about the growth of this group. And I'm really proud of how they handle adversity. Like, that's the difference between a top 25 team with incredible maturity and a team that's figuring it out. And we are a team that's figuring it out because we have so much youth, and coaches around the country are talking about this. But we have to just continue to go one possession at a time. And for a younger team, that's really a unique challenge because of the scoreboard. And Achille Spadone has been incredibly poised and consistent for us. And when you have a leader that, regardless of the score, continues to put out max effort with incredible poise and a connected-like attitude, you're in position to win a game like today.
Well, Coach mentioned it, but we've worked all year to get to this point, and we think we play our best basketball in March, and I think it's showing. We had a tough game at Lehigh, but we played well. Like he said, we got to clean up a few things, especially on my end. I think this game, the O boards and stuff, it's not going to slide against Navy, so we'll do a good job at that. But I think we're looking good right now, and everyone's playing with incredible confidence. So, I'm just excited for what's next.
I think our coach said it pretty well. I mean, this is the best basketball we've been playing, and it's taken some time. New team, new guys, a lot of injuries. Like we have 2 starters that are out right now, and they're not coming back. So we've had to adjust, and a lot of it is youth. We have a lot of young guys, so we've had to take it day by day, like Coach said, and I think we've done that. And right now we're hitting our stride, and that was our goal from the beginning since June. So. I'm happy with the group, and I think Ashil's doing a great job of leading us to be even better. So, honestly, I played this game for Ashil Spadone. This all rookie team, whatever, all conference team had nothing to do with me, everything to do with Ashil Spadone. That's a senior. That's a guy that's been with us. He's been consistent the whole year, like both of them have said, and he's literally laid it out on the line. And I took it as a disrespect to me and to the whole team that this man didn't make all-league, and we're going to show up to Navy with that same mentality. We're playing for Ashil Spadone, and we're playing for the Bucknell Bison. So that's the mindset we're rolling with, and we're going to keep going with that.
I'll say individually it was definitely a little bit frustrating, but it's hard to have those negative emotions stay with you when you have a group like the one we have around you. The support I get from these guys, from the coaching staff to all my teammates, has just been amazing, and I just want to commend, for one, Pat Curran for just, he's an absolute dog. Like he'll get on the court, get rebounds, score. He'll do what he needs to do, and AP and all these guys. So I'm just incredibly grateful to be a part of this group.
What'd you do in the 13 seconds you got to come out tonight?
Yeah, just took a couple deep breaths and
Watch a little Netflix show.
Yeah. Everybody that we put on the floor, I do trust, and they work really hard. Like, we don't have enough guys to practice 5-on-5. We haven't for 6 weeks, so it's nothing new to us. But the guy that is going to not get the public accolades is Jaden Williams. Jaden Williams started every single game. He has played through just really difficult back pain. He had 0 points tonight, and he was a plus 12 in 38 minutes. So he's 0 for 5, 0 for 4, 0 for 2, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and he was a plus 12. And that's the highest plus minus for us on the stat sheet. And we've asked a ton from him. And tonight he didn't score, and yet he led us through incredible poise and competitiveness. And so it's just, look, we're going to look. Amadori's the lead. We had 17, 24, 19, 5. Those are the 3 guys that scored all points. And then the guy that didn't score any of the points was our largest plus in our plus minus. So we've said this all along. When Jaden is a guy that is competitive and he's a dog and his enthusiasm is incredibly mature regardless of stats, when the ball starts to go in, we are a different beast. But when he has that attitude, we also can rely on a guy that we need desperately. And tonight he was that for us. So I'm really proud of him. And look, Ryan Curry is an all-league player. I've seen him hit some remarkable shots. So we respect a guy like Ryan Curry. We respect what they do as a team. I thought just overall our preparation was so mature. We didn't look at Army for anything more than our next opponent, but yet from a preparation standpoint, Ryan Curry being this all-league player, we made everything as difficult and uncomfortable as possible out of respect for what he brings to the table.